Well, it's definitely been a different sort of back to school this year.
With COVID, some kids are going to school, some are learning at home, some are doing both.
So how can we navigate this and give our kids the support that they need right now?
Dr. Laura Saunders is a psychologist at the Institute of Living and a good friend. She's at Hartford Hospital. She's now joining us with some advice. You know, Doc, before we even begin, I just want to ask, how are you? Does anybody ever ask you how you are?
Not enough. They don't ask me enough. I am doing well, and thank you for asking me.
You are so welcome. It's good to see you.
I know you're super busy. We've talked about that. The need for mental health is great, and that's one of the reasons we're going to be having you here every Wednesday. And I want to let people know that they can email us or go on our Facebook page and let us know some questions that you'd like to have answers about your kids. But right now, things are stressful. I mean, they're stressful for adults. We're learning how to navigate work and school and everything, but you say it's important that we don't really project anxiety because our kids will pick that up.
So, Karen, Scott, what we know is that, you know, adults carry the information. They carry the anxiety. So the more we can not take that information and anxiety and sort of put it onto our children, the better. Because there's so much information. We're in information overload. It feels like, I mean, it's not as bad as the spring, but it feels like, you know, each week there's different pieces of information coming out. You know, there's new cases here and there. Although overall, Connecticut is doing an excellent job staying as low as possible because we use masks and we use, I don't call it social distancing because we need to socialize. I call it physical distancing. Right. So the more we can hold on to that anxiety, spread it to our friends, go for a walk, do whatever we need to do, the better.
And you say it's best to allow teachers to do their jobs whenever they can.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because you said it's not good for parents, and I hope you can hear us. I know you're having a little issue. I hope you're having if you can hear us okay. But you don't want parents trying to do 3 jobs well because that's impossible. So lean on the teachers, get some routines going. That can ease our stress so we're not spilling it over.
Right. So if you think about sort of the way the spring and early summer went, because even many summer camps were closed, parents really had to take on 3 separate jobs. They had to be a parent, they had to be a teacher, and they had to work full time in their profession. So it was really hard for them to do all well. And that just creates more stress for everyone. So the more we can do things and do them well and let, you know, now we have the teachers. I mean, a lot of districts have their system back up and running, whatever it is, hybrid or in person. So let the districts do what they need to do.
Something that I personally am working on in therapy is staying in the moment, staying in the present, instead of so concentrating on the future and what's coming and worrying about everything. You said that that's very important too, is to stay present.
So, you know, even Karen and I were having a discussion yesterday. The more we project into what's October going to be like, what's November going to be like, who knows what December's going to bring, the more we think about those things, the harder it's going to be to focus on what we need to do today and tomorrow. And there's so much uncertainty now. This is such a time of uncertainty for so many people that the more we focus on what we need to do in the here and now, the better it is for us and for our children.
And that's, you know, we've been doing these other interviews about the silver linings of the pandemic. It's a good time. I know Scott's been working on it. We did it together the other day, taking those 5 minutes to breathe, to meditate, to really, we're not very good at staying in the moment. So that's something we can use this as an opportunity to practice. And that's going to help our kids too. I know a lot of the schools, they already have these mindfulness programs. They need to teach us.
Right, and schools now are doing like mask breaks, which is time to just like take your mask off and breathe, right? That's what we need to do as parents and caregivers as well. We need to take some space. We need to stay more in the moment. We need to be outside while the weather is just so gorgeous. And we need to do things that bring us back into ourselves. I understand this is a very stressful time for everyone at this point. But the more we can do things that help us, the better it will be for our long-term mental health.
And really quickly, we only have about 30 seconds, but you say that you should create specific spaces in the house where the kids are going to learn in Zoom as opposed to just like doing it from the bed in the bedroom.
Right. I think getting kids out of the bedroom when possible, having their own space if they are doing remote learning. So really to give them that space and set it up, let them set it up the way it is most comfortable for them.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll give moms and kids and everyone a little separation too, which is good. Doctor, thank you so much for being with us. We know you're going to be coming on weekly, and we again just want everyone, if they have questions for you and how to manage things at home, send them to us, and we'll be asking them to you every Wednesday.
I'm looking forward to it.
And Laura, if you ever need anybody to talk to, I'm here for you.
We're here for you.
Thank you, Scott.